Hello, welcome to what I am calling the COVID Chronicles because I finally got COVID and I have to quarantine for 5 days. And besides playing Bioshock, and ugh, I just don't really have all that much energy. But I thought that I would keep like a little video journal of my symptoms and whatnot. And if it turns out that this passes through me in a couple of days, then okay, cool. It'll make this series look pretty goofy. But the one thing I would like to say is that the people who say that this shit's just the flu, it ain't just the flu. Are you look here? This, well, it's not so bad anymore, but I fucking fainted. I've never had a flu in my life or any kind of sickness except for heat stroke that has ever made me faint. And that happened to me yesterday, and that was scary as fuck. I went up the stairs and just started dissociating, and then all of a sudden I was out. And then I woke up, I was on the floor. I don't know how much that has to do with the COVID, but I do know that that's when I took the test after I peeled myself up off the floor, and wouldn't you know it, it was positive. So maybe I was pushing myself a little too hard. I don't know. Right now, second day, my joints, especially in my back, hurt quite a lot, even when I'm lying down to sleep. But I slept for like 11 hours, which was nice, despite that. Food just does not appeal to me. I have my smell, I have my taste, but it doesn't even matter because, like, food and preparing food, especially, just does not. I live on my own right now, which is what made the fainting even scarier for me. So, yeah, I don't really have much will to do anything. I know I will survive, but still, it's just the idea of going up the stairs and turning on the oven or turning on the burners or whatever. It's just so. Yesterday for dinner, I had a bowl of cereal. uh, oh yeah, other physical stuff. Yeah, my fever's been going up and down, up and down, up and down. During the night, I did have to change my shirt because it was so soaked with sweat. I've just been pounding water ever since. Uh, I remember right after getting up from the fainting episode that I was just sweating, like just profusely sweating. And I guess that's when my fever broke the first time. But since then, it has come back and it's gone away. I don't think it's ever gone any higher than about, I think 38.8 was the worst that it got. I forget what that is in Fahrenheit. Oh, coughing. That happens occasionally. I'm actually very lucky so far in that regard that I haven't gotten like a hacking cough. And when I do cough, I'm coughing up phlegm from my lungs. In fact, this morning, I coughed up a phlegm gem that was about this big. It was about this big and about, yeah, it was about the same. It was massive. It was like a mucus plug coming out of my throat. And it wouldn't, it was so thick that it would not go down the sink. So I had to like spray it with water. And of course, just a general lack of energy, fatigue. Even after I woke up, I sat down on my computer chair and I was just like, I could probably go to sleep right now. Like, if I wanted to, I could absolutely go to sleep. So, I got a sore throat too. How do my symptoms compare with your symptoms? I don't know. I'm just, maybe that's one way this video could be helpful. But for now, it's just helping me stay. I guess the point is to kind of help me I don't know, stay mentally engaged with something other than a video game. Yesterday, though, I will say one thing that has improved is yesterday it was kind of hard to talk. Um, and it's a little easier to talk today. Oh boy. Yeah. So those are my physical symptoms. Mentally, just a lot of brain fog. Not so bad today. At least this morning it's been okay. But formulating thoughts is a bit of a chore. And yeah, this is definitely not any just the flu I've ever had in my life. So I have even more reason to despise these people who justify taking very little COVID precautions because, oh, it's just the flu, it'll pass. Well, it'll pass, I hope, but hopefully without much more of whatever the hell. What was that? Hopefully without much more complication. And of course, I am just one of 600, however many million who have tested positive for COVID. So, this is not in any way me trying to say that I'm special or anything like that. It's just I have a channel and I have nothing but time for the next 4 days because that's like the minimum that I have to quarantine is 5 days, which is better than 2 weeks, what it used to be. But depending on how bad this gets, I may just self-quarantine for the rest of my life. This only happened to me after I started to go out and be more social with people. And which it was good. It was nice to be more social with people. But was it worth it? I guess we'll see in the end. If it ends up like costing me my sense of taste or smell or whatever, I don't know. But I can wax philosophical about things later when my brain isn't so fucky. I'm gonna go back down to my chair and try to figure shit out. And well, I do have some help coming later to. 'Cause I have to quarantine, so I can't get to the grocery store. But that was like my biggest concern once I tested positive. Was like, oh shit, I'm alone. Who's gonna like groceries? And oh my god, but yeah, I'm very thankful that there are still people in my life who will go out of their way to help me in times like these. So day 2 so far is a little bit better than day 1, but the day is young. And oh my God, I just looked at myself. Oh, anyway, stay tuned for an update or for day 3. I don't know. Have a good day, folks.